New tonight, we are hearing from the family of Mark Smith, a man who died Saturday after being taken into custody by police 2 days earlier. In a statement to First Alert 4, the family tells us Smith was outgoing and a traveling salesman, saying in part, quote, "He was able to see parts of the world that some will never get the opportunity to see, and we are grateful for that, but so hurt that this can't continue," adding their hearts are, quote, truly broken. St. Louis police say an investigation into Smith's death is still ongoing. Police say Smith was taken to the hospital Thursday by 2 city police officers after police were called to the Gateway Transport Center on South 15th Street, where police say Smith was acting erratically and they believed he needed medical attention. Because of a delay in ambulances, officers took him to the hospital in the back of a police van. It is during that ride, we're told, that officers say Smith intentionally slammed his head into a metal screen in the van and was unconscious by the time they arrived at the hospital. It is a story we are continuing to follow, and we'll have updates when we get them inside the First Alert 4 News app.